Hello everyone, reshade here. It's been a while since the last part, however, finally I'm covering how to mod sounds in Dead Space Remake. This is the 5th part of the series, I believe. And this is now finally possible thanks to a new version that HarGabt, a new build that he finally made, which he hasn't pushed to GitHub yet. And in general, it's been pretty good for Dead Space Remake modding so far in the last 1.5 months. It's been active, it's been going, it's been nice, it's been growing, over 200 members already in this server. And in this newest build that he pushed, as he said himself, he revamped the sound editor plugin that comes with new wave asset and localized wave asset import support, which means we can finally modify sounds in Dead Space Remake. Now, as I said, he hasn't pushed it to GitHub yet, I think, if I haven't mentioned it already. And the download link is right here. I'm going to put it in the YouTube description. You can, of course, wait when he pushes the changes to GitHub and the new version. But for now, this is the only way to get the newest version. I'm not sure why he hasn't uploaded it yet. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. And once you've downloaded it and extracted it, if you already know how to use Frosty editor, then we can already continue. If you don't, I recommend you to watch the previous tutorials. So today, I'll be modifying like 2 or 3 sounds as a showcase on how to mod sounds in Dead Space Remake. So, when we are in the editor, we have the sound folder. And in here are really almost all sounds of Dead Space Remake. They're not going to be in the game folder. And today we're going to be modifying some UI sounds. You're going to find most of the actual sounds in these so-called wave assets folders. They are usually always at the bottom of each folder. And in here you will find new wave asset files or localized wave asset files, which are usually for language specific things. And for this video I'm going to be modifying 2 sounds, which is the store by sound right here, which I have found in here. Store by, which I've already opened. You will see the track, you can play it here. You can also adjust the volume here and how loud you want to hear the preview. And also the pause menu background noise. We can also already see some important info here, such as almost every single sound file in the game being saved at 48,000 samples per second. And also the PCM info, which we will have to keep in mind later when we work with an audio software. In my case, in a minute, it will be Audacity. However, even if it says something like this here, instead of 16-bit, I always will be saving it in 16-bit. And we'll come to that later. However, So let's extract it. You can right-click on a track and export it anywhere you want. And now I will be going into Audacity. I'm just gonna drag and drop the store by in here. We will first modify the store by sound. And as a replacement, I will be using the classic Modern Warfare 2 challenge track sound effect. And as you can see, Audacity did this automatic speed adjustment, which is not necessary. I gotta fix this in a moment. I just changed this to be minutes, the timeline to be minutes and seconds instead of beats and beats, because for some reason if I import it with beats, it automatically stretches it, which is not what I want. Because in Dead Space Remake you don't have to the sound doesn't need to be the same length. It can be any length you want. So we will compare. This is a stereo sound file, minus stereo, that's good. Now I can just delete the old one. Honestly, you can just import any wave file into the game really, as long as when we export the audio now, as long as it's 48,000 sample rate and signed 16-bit PCM. And depending on whatever the sound file is that you want to replace in Dead Space Remake, make sure it is mono or stereo as it is in the game. And I'll just replace it And now let's go ahead and also modify the pause menu with some random song that I'm gonna find in my downloads folder. Alright, and once that's done, we will now import them. Right click on the track, import, store by. There we go. Import pause menu. Oh. Wait, did I put it into another folder? Seems like I hadn't even exported it quite yet. Oh my lord, it's gonna be a very beautiful song in game.
There's a job application chasing me.
Alright, so now we can launch our mod, compile our mod and put it in game. I'm gonna go through it again in this video, just so you guys have it in your head, and in case someone might still not understand it. So first, I'm gonna copy pasting my backup into Dead Space Remake. I'm gonna also be providing a link to this exact same backup that I'm using for you guys. I'm just gonna copy paste it in here, and while it's doing it, we're gonna go into streaming install. The first folder from the top here, you delete everything after 62. You can see the file size date is the file change date is different. So 63, anything above 62, anything higher than 62, so 63, 64 should get deleted since these are modded files. In the second folder, everything after 63 should get deleted. And in the final folder, everything after why is this different? I believe everything after 45 should be deleted. And once this backup is finished copying over, I'm going to be launching the mod, and anytime we have to compile the mod, again, you press no here when Windows asks you, by the way. Anytime we compile the mod again, or launch as it's called in here, we have to do these steps all over again with the folders, with the replacing the files. Now, for some reason, in this newest version of the editor, it automatically starts the game. I don't like this. I'm not sure if that can be disabled somewhere, because it did not, even though this is a launch button, as you guys know from the previous tutorials, it did not automatically apply the mods to the game. We have to do it ourselves. So in this mod data folder, we just copy paste the newly created mod files into data. You just have to make sure again that there's no .syslink files. If you see files that are 0 kilobytes, delete them. With the way I'm doing it here, we are skipping the system link file creation steps, so it only created the newly modded files, as you can see. And yeah, let's go into in-game and test it. This is working. Well, the pause menu music is already working. And now I will just find the shop real quick. That's awesome, if you ask me. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching for this sound tutorial. And happy modding! Join the Discord. Sorry if this was kind of sloppy, yeah.